again.
Oh, okay.
We're arguing about pages. We're back like
I don't
we
even
never...
know. I feel like Tommy. What page are we on?
All right, number 1, in a shocking move, Chris Gabehart is no longer with Joe Gibbs Racing. The move will end up resulting in fewer wins and less playoff spots for JGR in 2026. Spot on, spot off. Tommy, were you listening?
No.
I was trying to find out what page we were on here.
Freddie, do you want to go?
He's got them all flayed out over there. He's had like 4 pages.
He usually rips them in
I
half.
don't have my glasses on, too. I mean, look, Chris was very smart guy, but that place is pretty deep, and there's a couple different stories out there why he's gone. Hopefully some more information to come out, but I think where he's going, he's probably going to make a difference where he's going to end up going. So we'll see.
Yeah, for our side of it, which obviously, it came out in the trial that we have an alliance that we pay for through JGR, and this is, I would say, a concern. This Gabehart, I think when he was crew chiefing a couple years ago, if you had asked me, go ahead and take one crew chief. If you could, if you're going to be the driver and you want him crew chief, it would have been Gabehart at the time, and it's not really it's just kind of the overall picture of, you could always see he let strategies play out. There was never a panic call. It felt like he was kind of always, I know this is the best strategy and this is what I'm going to stick to. And 9 times out of 10, I felt like it played out unless something crazy happened in the middle of it. Obviously the cars always had speed. For our side of it, it's just, it's hard to imagine how you let this guy walk out the door.
Sometimes family overrides things. That's all I'm going to say, right?
And it's just, he was so integrated in everything, the analytics side of everything. Everything, you know what I mean? Like, I remember he was one of the ones that we, all the super speedway stuff we do, of all the, the plans or whatever you want to call it, for how we're going to run these super speedway races. He was very integral in parts of that. So, now he takes all that wealth of information, and obviously, I don't know how much he can bring with him as far as what he can share and what he can't share. But, goodness, it's hard to imagine letting this guy just leave. I mean, Jesse, I know you obviously can't get or don't know much of in the integrated parts of it, but when you hear this news, what do you think about?
Yeah, I'd say, to answer it correctly, I think I'm spot off that it will result in fewer wins for JGR. I look at it like it's a company, like JGR is a company with a lot of depth, right? And depth comes from having a lot of good people, and Chris was one of, if not one of the guys at the top of that depth chart, right? So I think the move is going to help the team where he's going more than it's going to hurt the team he's leaving. And I think that part of a company having depth is being able to fill that cup of water back up when somebody takes some and leaves, right? So I think my biggest question, though, is, like, Tommy could answer this. When somebody like Chris Gabehart, who knows every part of JGR, right, every part that makes them struggle and every part that makes them good, can he take all of that info to the place that he's going, or do the teams have it set up to where, okay, Chris isn't going to be able to take this over to wherever?
I mean, you can take whatever your knowledge takes you, right? I mean, he doesn't need a computer. Chris is one of them people that doesn't need paperwork and computer to know what to do. He's smart enough that he can, wherever he ends up, when he ends up where he's supposed to end up, to take his brain and make it all work and put systems into place that might help the systems that are already in place, so to speak. So I think where he's going to end up, if they let him do his job, it's going to make a difference.
I mean, yeah. Yes, for sure. But the one, and to piggyback Jesse's question a little bit, we saw I don't know.
Did I not answer it?
No, yeah, but I wanted to ask you one particular thing about it. We
Apparently
saw
not.
problems with Jazzy. We can name him now because I don't know where, but like there was issues between Jazzy and JGR because he went to RCR, and they felt like he took their setup over there and put in the 3 car that the race the 3 was so dominant in at Richmond. So there is some kind of intellectual property I would assume that you can take, but is that just your laptop? You know what I mean? Like the notes off your
I mean,
laptop?
you can't take anything.
But you're
so
just
to
saying
speak, but
he's smart enough to he's not using the direct setup from he won't be using the direct setup from JGR, but he's smart enough to just come up with his own ideas again.
I mean, I remember what right front spring I ran at Rockingham in 1998. I mean, it's just the people that are involved that know it. I mean, just like an accountant knows numbers, these very smart people in our business know what to do and know what to apply. So, it's going to be interesting to watch him settle into a new place with all the new faces and understand his role, whatever his role might be, to make it all work.
How long has he been at JGR?
Long time, man.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine because he was like, I don't remember where he started even. He was like, I know he was an engineer, but I mean, it was like
I don't even
Xfinity
remember.
or Nationwide, I think.
He's been there forever.
Yeah.
Since he was in diapers.
I thought he was going to be there till he was back in diapers.
Yeah.
He should have been, but he's not, I guess.